we're made to work for that win today. In the end, it felt like it should have been more comfortable than it was, especially in the second half when we were pressing, but we went to sleep at the back. Does that concern you? We've said we're not going to spend any money. It's not looking like we're going to get incomings, more so outgoings. Does that concern you that we're not going to spend in a defensive area?
No, to be honest, I'm not concerned about January spending at all. So who can you bring in right now that's going to be better? Who realistically can we bring in right now? You're not going to get Koulibaly till in the summer, and he's probably the best centre half out there at the moment that could possibly come in. Anyone else coming in now would be sort of another make weight, another squad player that we don't need. We've got plenty of them already. We've got 3 centre halves still waiting on the bench and on the injury table. We don't need any more centre backs. I mean, going forward, I still think we're as good as anyone in terms of forward players and what we've got in terms of depth. But like I said, second half there, we just went to sleep a little bit, and it looked closer than what it was.
And it was weird because when we came out in the second half, we were all over them, and it looked like the third goal was going to come. Yeah. And then, like you said, we just went to sleep, and then after that, it was tense.
We were playing like the Harlem Globetrotters at the back at times there. We just passed there, we just went into cruise control, just fell asleep. They had one of the 50, 60 balls that all they were doing pumped in the box. They had one lucky shot on goal, the only shot they had on target all game, I think, and it went in. That's all they did. They landed a Giants, Brighton. All they were doing was pumping balls in the box. They sit in, make it tough for you, and then hope you just fall asleep. And we did a little bit at the back at the end. Even though it seemed a bit tense, there was still never pepper in David De Gea, was there? There was nothing really dangerous
exactly
coming
save
forward.
After save.
It looks closer than what it was, because in the first half we were just in complete control, and I think we just came out in the second half thinking the game was won and just fell asleep a little bit. Was
that the main thing today, to get the 3 points, especially after beating Tottenham and doing such a great job there? You know, Arsenal, Chelsea now play later on tonight.
Yep.
I don't know what the Liverpool score was in the end, but I'm just
4-3.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Yeah. But from our point of view, that was what the main thing is. Sometimes you're not going to win pretty.
Yeah.
Ollie said that. Sometimes you got to grit your teeth and put your backs against the wall. But we showed that bit of fight, didn't we?
That was it. I mean, Ollie said it himself, didn't he? You beat Tottenham, you had a good result away from home against a top 6 team, and you just don't want to be complacent.
Yeah.
Tiny little bit came in there in the second half, but in the end, we have to do these results. Brighton is a game you just want to get in and get out, because they're a boring, horrible team to play against. They just dig in, and like I said, there's about how many players have they got over 6 foot? They're just giants, and all they did was pump balls in the box. And I thought we dealt with them reasonably well. One sneaked through and it went in. We could have been 3 or 4 up by then. It was a no panic situation for me. It was a few passes went astray in the end, but.
What did you make of the substitutions that came on, and when they did? I know that Mata and Lukaku were getting ready to come on, and then they scored, and he sent Lukaku sitting straight back down. But when he did come on, and just the thinking behind that, a few people behind me were saying, "Why is he bringing on Lukaku when we need to hold the ball and we want to put?"
They were getting physical, weren't they, towards the end? And probably there is one guy on there that is probably physical for us. It's that lump in it, Lukaku. Yeah. I mean, he still didn't do much when he came on, but in terms of defending, he did his little bit at the end. Then when he cleared the ball in the last minute, but so basically it's I don't know, he's just changing it up, because Rashford was getting frustrated, he was kicking out a bit, some bad tackles going in. I could see where he was going with it. I'd have preferred to see Sanchez come out at some point, but it wasn't really a game for him in the end because it was so tight. His lack of games, but like you said at the start, all that mattered tonight was the win, just carrying on. That's 7 in a row now, and it's just like what we now 3 above Arsenal, 3 behind Chelsea.
It's a really close race now, isn't it? And who knows what Spurs are going to do? We can drag them into it.
Well, Spurs are in it. They like it or not, they're actually in it. It's just it's exciting now, isn't it? I mean,
man of the match.
For me, it was Herrera today, easily. He was Matic. Sorry. Herrera definitely at the end there. Just his savviness and the way he was everywhere. Like situation at the end there, he just took the sting out of Brighton's attack. Just very, very clever in that position there. But he was just, in the end for me, just about pipped it for man of the match, because Rashford was awesome again. So
cheers, folks. Talking to us, Adam.